What's up guys, it's Johnny O with Tito Tech TV, and today I'm going to take a look at the fancier lighting kit that I got off of Amazon a couple weeks back. So I've already been using one of the softbox lights in the past few videos, and this has another softbox light, a hair light, and a green screen inside of it. So I'm going to go ahead and bust it all out and take a look at it, see what we got. Alright guys, so hopefully I can get you a good shot of what's going on here. So you see it comes with this duffel bag here, carrying case. So obviously when it first comes out the box from Amazon, it's got everything packed up in individual boxes. So there's the green screen. There were some complaints in the Amazon reviews that it wasn't actually chroma key, and that very well may be the case. That actually does look a little darker green to me than I think that a green screen should look, but I don't really know. So I'll have to do a test with that and find out what's up with it. So then here's the soft boxes for the hair light and for the additional softbox light. In fact, this one's actually the hair light. You see they've actually already got the fixture inside of there. I'm not sure how much light that actually just reflected back at you guys, but oh well. So the hair light's actually kind of already assembled for you, and so part of what I want to do in this video is go ahead and actually show you guys how to assemble the softbox light itself, because honestly it's a pain in the butt. The instructions are terrible. I think I actually already threw them out, but they were literally like 5 pictures, black and white, and like in the lowest possible resolution you can imagine, and they weren't even like the same product out. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get all this stuff out. So this is the 105 Watt Cfl bulb that goes, and hopefully this one's okay. I think I checked this one already. It goes in the hair light, which is going to be the easiest one to put together. So I'll probably go ahead and do that one first, just so you guys can see it. I'm just going to check this bulb. Yeah. And it looks like it's in good shape, but you can see this thing is a monster. So that'll probably be fun to find a replacement for, if that ever burns out or breaks. So I'm going to stick that back in the foam for now. Alright, so let's get this carrying case. Actually, the carrying case is actually better quality than I expected. I don't know how well it would hold up, like if you're carrying it around to like photo shoots or something like that. If you're trying to use this as like a portable lighting kit as a professional photographer or videographer, that maybe wouldn't hold up. But I mean, it feels pretty decent. It feels like it would at least hold up for a little bit for you. I'm going to leave the cabling bound up just to keep it out the way. So you see, I'm just going to loosen this wing nut, and I'm going to set it right on top of here. Loosen it up a little bit more. There we go. You can see the threading fits up inside of there, but it's not going to screw on or anything because it's not threaded inside of there. So then you'll just need to tighten this wing nut again. Make sure you guys can see that. Just tighten this wing nut again, and you see it just clamps it down to the top there. So let me see. We'll drop this down some. And you can see it's all wing nut and clamp style. So if you need to raise and lower the pole, you just loosen or tighten the wing nuts, whether you're trying to get it loose or tighten it up after you've already adjusted it. To be able to do the height adjustments on it, and that should be pretty good for what we need to do now. So the part that I struggled with figuring out, and honestly it's a little nerve-wracking, a little unnerving doing it, because it almost feels like you're gonna destroy what you just spent your hard-earned money on whenever you do this. So the softbox light has Velcro. This Velcroed side is what's going to go over the end with the bulbs. And what you're going to do is you're going to take these rods, and actually I believe it was this side, so this collared side is going to go, maybe it wasn't the collared side, no, it's the non-collared side, sorry guys, it's the non-collared side. It's going to go in the hole in the side of the housing right here. So let me drop that down a little bit more so you guys can see a little better, but maybe I'll back up the shot a little bit. Yeah, I need to back that up a little bit. Alright, so now the next thing is going to be, so the instructions say that you're going to put it through this part right here and wrap this Velcro around the thing, and then there's going to be another flap that comes from the outside around the end of the pole to hold it down. That's not what happens. This isn't actually, they're both the same side of Velcro. They don't actually stick together. So what it is there's a pocket that's sewn right here. So this end of the rod is going to tuck in to this Velcro spot right here. So what you're going to do is take it, the section that has the long Velcro strips, kind of pull it down over the top here, and you're going to want to, let me just make sure I set this up. So it does have a long direction. It's got long sides and short sides. In fact, yeah, no. So you want to pay attention whether you want it to be tall or wide, however you want it set up. I don't know how much of a difference it really makes. I have my first one set up wide, and it wasn't necessarily by design. I just didn't pay attention when I put it together, so that's the way it came out. So what I'm going to do now, so I'm going to take the next rod, and you can see right here, again, non-collared side, collared side, we're going to put the non-collared into the housing, like so. And then we're gonna, actually, I'll take that back. What I should have done, so I should have come down through here. And I've only done this one other time, so I'm not exactly an expert, guys, but I'm gonna get you through it. So I'm sorry, I know the angles aren't the best on this, but gotta work with what I got here. So you see something in the collared side. Let me see. Can you guys see that? Yeah, it's a little reflective, but you see the collared side tucks right inside of the end there. To get that set up properly. So we're going to take this pole. Maybe I'll frame here, but hopefully by now you guys get the idea. So I go and tuck it into the corner right there. So there we go, that went in. And you just want to take your Velcro and tighten up the softbox light. You can see the first couple just kind of naturally sealed themselves together. And there you go. You now have almost a complete softbox light. So what I'm going to do next is just put the bulbs in. So I'll probably just fast forward through this part, guys, so you don't watch me do this for 2.5 minutes. I did notice that these, when you screw the bulbs in, they definitely crunch. I don't think that's normal, but the other one, I've been using it for a few weeks now. I haven't really had any issues with it so far. I don't use it a ton, obviously, but hopefully the crunching is not anything to be too concerned about. Alright, so I've got two. One of these is going to be for the hair light, and I don't know which one is which. So I'm going to try both. I don't think the hair light is the same size. So let's find out. So you can see there's just Velcro around all the edges. So you just want to make sure the Velcro, you flip it to where it's on the outside. And you see here on the outer edges, there's Velcro in the same corresponding locations. So once you flip that so the Velcro is down facing towards the inside, you just go around and slap it on. So it looks like I picked the right one on the first try, or they're both the same size, one or the other. But all right, so make sure you get that Velcro on there halfway decently. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this guy in, make sure all 4 lights are working. I think I said I was gonna do the hair light first, and then I did this first instead, but that's cool. All right, I plugged it in and nothing exploded, so that's a good sign. And looks like all 4 lights are working. And the cords on these aren't super long. I mean, I guess they're pretty good for what you get, for what you pay for, but if you're gonna be carrying these around and trying to be portable, you may want to invest in a couple extension cords. Just because if you're traveling around, you don't really know what you're gonna encounter. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this hair box light, or hair light, together. Hopefully I'm somewhat in frame, because I'm doing this by myself, so I don't really know. Kind of have to run behind the camera to check it, and it's kind of hard to run behind and check where I'm at when I'm behind the camera. But all right. Oops. That made a lot of noise. Didn't realize that was loose. So I'm going to take that little cap off. So this one, oh, I see, okay, I think. So this one, just give you a quick shot, guys. There's a collar in here that I believe you need to press down, I'm assuming, over top of the, yeah, there it is. Okay. So you just gotta press it down, and it looks like it's actually the same size. Oh no, it's actually, this one's actually bigger than the other two. So you just push this collar down until it seats flush with the socket right there, and that kind of snaps everything in. I kind of wish they would have been able to do something like that with the other ones. That was actually really nice. It was super easy. You know what? There's supposed to be a boom for this because it's a hair light. I'm not that worried about this. I'm not really worried about the hair light at this point. If I figure it out, I'll do an update, but for now, just for the purposes of doing the video and completion's sake, I want to put everything together best as I can. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put this guy just right here, just like we did on the other two. We're just going to clamp it down, just like the other lights. And then I'm gonna throw the bulb in it and test it and make sure it works. This is a ridiculous bulb. Gotta flip it inside out, basically. Just make sure the Velcro is facing towards the inside once you go to put it on, and just find where the Velcro mates to the Velcro and give it a little squeeze and push it together. So So I'll plug this in right here. Hello. Yeah, these stands are not very stable, so you want to be careful when you're moving them around, and especially when you start to get towards the end of the length of your cabling of your cords, because you will tip it over, and something like this one would more than likely explode that bulb all over the place. Get started with the green screen here. And so you see this one comes with the thicker threading on it. It has a wing nut on top. So I'm assuming when we put the crossbars together, we're going to be able to clamp it down on this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that on the floor and then put it right here on my desk to the side. So you will probably need to make sure that these are pretty level, but you can kind of figure that out once you put the crossbar on as well. Did notice that this is much higher up on the I may have to do a little surgery to this one. Oh wait, here we go. I was able to pull it up. So what happened on this one, guys, this threaded stud here had actually fallen down inside because this was too loose. So all I had to do was actually just pull up on it and then tighten this back down. Alright guys, well, the green screen's up behind me. Hopefully by now you're seeing something other than the green screen, but if not, go ahead and try your hand at it. I'd love to see what you guys can come up with. I'm sure you'll come up with some hilarious stuff. If you want to tweet me at TitoTechTV with whatever you can come up with, and go ahead and remember to hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. What do you think of the video format? So go ahead and hit me up in the comments down below, or at TitoTechTV on Twitter. And until next time, guys, it's Johnny O signing off.